Today I'm going to show you how to do this textured stitch that I used here on this hat. So this stitch up here is the linked double crochet that I showed you earlier, and now I'm going to show you how to do this textured stitch. I'm not really sure what to call it. I couldn't find it in other books or anything. It reminds me of like pebbles. I'm thinking maybe like a pebble stitch, but I'm not sure if there's another stitch called that. So textured, cool looking stitch. We'll go with that. Okay. So if you've ever worked alpine stitch, this has a similar technique, or moss stitch, in that it alternates. So if you look closely here, you've got groups of 2 stitches, and every row the group of 2 stitches is gonna alternate spaces. So right now they're here, so the next group of 2 is gonna work over this stitch and this stitch, so that we don't have rows of holes, that the holes kind of alternate which column they're on. So to do this, it's just double crochet and then linked double crochet. So this stitch before was a linked double crochet, so this time it's going to be a regular double crochet. And then this one before was a regular double crochet, this time it's going to be a linked double crochet. So again, a refresher on linked double crochet. I'm going to go through this bar, the second bar of the double crochet, and yarn over, pull up a loop, and then insert my hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then finish my double crochet like normal. So now I've worked that group of 2 stitches over the gap where the 2 stitches left a gap in the last row. So we'll do that again. A regular double crochet, and then a linked double crochet. One more time, a regular double crochet, and then a linked double crochet. So that is how to make that cool texture, and this works really well in the round, just because of the way the loops are. You can see on the back you don't see any of those front loops. So if you were to do this in back and forth rows, you still could, but it would have a definitely different texture, and I can show you a little sample of that here in a minute. But I really love how it looks in the round. I haven't actually written this pattern up and sent to testers because I'm still experimenting with how I want the seam to be. But I just wanted to show you how to do this cool stitch texture because I'm a little bit obsessed with it right now. So this is just a very small sample of what that alternating linked and regular double crochet looks like if you do it in back and forth rows. I still do like this. So this first row was just plain double crochet, but then I did 4 rows, and I do still like it. It's just different. So when you do this, every other row you're gonna have these horizontal bars, and you do still kind of get the bunches on the other one, so you still see some texture. The plus side is it is going to be more reversible, so it'll be more the same on both sides. So that is nice. One thing to keep in mind if you are doing it in back and forth rows is every other row you're going to start a little differently. So you're going to have to leave just your turn chain and then another regular double crochet every other row. So on one row you'll have a set of 2 on the ends, and on the other row you'll have single stitches on the ends, just to make it so that they can alternate where the bunches end up. Okay, so that is this textured double crochet and linked double crochet stitch. This is what it looks like in the round. This is what it looks like in back and forth rows. So it's just kind of a fun stitch with great texture, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Happy crocheting!